contents. The importance of email sales letters. Point 3. The tools you need. Point 5. The construction of an email. Point 7. The subject line piques the interest. Point 9. Greeting your reader. 11. The body of the email sales letter. 13. Closing the email sales letter. 15. The Spam Act of 2003. 17. A few more tips. 20. The importance of email sales letters. Sales letters have been an integral part of the business, customer relationship for as long as printing presses and the postal service have existed. The invention of the internet hasn't changed that, except that there is now a better, faster, cheaper way to connect with customers, via email. Unfortunately, there are those who have taken adverse advantage of this wonderful communication technology, and this has made it harder for those of us who are legitimately trying to do business through email. These people are spammers and all-around crooks who try to take advantage of innocent people. As internet marketers, we have had to work hard to overcome those issues, and to get our customers and prospective customers to allow us to send them email, without offending or angering them. We now are able to do that. However, like most things, there is a right way and a wrong way to get this job done. Internet marketers do business online. Otherwise, the word internet would not be in their title. Close your eyes and picture a business district in your town. You are driving down the road, and you see the various businesses on that road. Now, for just another minute, imagine that there are 11.5 billion businesses on that road. How would you ever find what you were looking for? This is the problem that internet marketers face because there are over 11.5 billion websites in existence. Yes, we have search engines that can help our customers find us, but they won't just index our pages, they index most of those 11.5 billion websites. So, unless you are one of the 10 luckiest people for your keywords, you probably won't be found in the search engines. Think about that for just a second. If there were 11.5 billion businesses listed in your local yellow pages, and your business was one of them, how often would you be found, if the name of your business did not start with the number 1 in its title? You may never be found. Furthermore, with all of the websites out there to visit, what is it that is going to bring visitors back to your site over and over again? You either have to be incredibly special, or you need another way to keep in contact with those potential customers. That's why email communication with customers and potential customers is so vital. Email allows us, as internet marketers, the ability to overcome the overwhelming number of web pages that exist, and to get in touch with customers. Unfortunately, our problems don't end there. Remember that there are those who have made our work harder by taking advantage of email in a negative way. There is more to being successful with email than just sending an email. First, you must have the proper tools to collect email address. Second, you must have the proper tools to send email to everyone on the list that you have built in a short amount of time. You must write your email in such a way that it isn't caught by spam filters. Then, you must get people to open the email, to read your message, and to take action. It isn't as easy as it sounds by anyone's standards. The internet has not been around very long, less than 20 years. But in that time, there are those who have pioneered this vast, endless frontier, and they have taken the time and put forth the effort to learn methods that work. A great deal of research has been done in the area of email marketing, and all of the time and effort put forth is something that you can benefit from today. Email offers yet another quandary. You see, when you send a sales letter through the postal mail, you could include business cards, brochures, and additional sales materials. But with email, you are essentially limited to text. It is true that you can send out HTML emails, but many people block HTML emails, and only accept text. Therefore, when it comes to sales letters, you really need to stick to text. This means that you can't use pictures. Spam filters will block you if you start using bold or colored text with larger fonts, so that is out as well. Again, you are limited to plain text. It isn't pretty, it doesn't necessarily catch the eye, and it makes it harder to get your prospects' attention. With that said, however, it can be done. There are internet marketers who do it every day, and have a healthy bank balance to show for it. It's all a question of having the right tools, and knowing exactly how to write that email. Knowing when to send it also matters. This guide is designed to teach you the basics of constructing your email in a way that not only gets the email opened and read, but also a way that gets your prospect to take the action that you want them to take. Make sure that you read all the way through, and pay special attention to the section concerning the Spam Act of 2003, so that you can participate in responsible email marketing. Are you ready to get started? Let's start by taking a look at the tools that you need in order to be successful. The tools you need. As with any other type of job, you need the right tools to be successful with email sales letters. There is more to it than just having an email account and an email client. In fact, there is a great deal more to it. First, you need an autoresponder. An autoresponder can be set up to automatically send out messages at specified times to your entire list, set up to send an automated message to someone as soon as they sign up for your list, or to broadcast messages that you write after you write them. Two of the best autoresponders on the market are Aweber and GetResponse. Next, you need a website, so that you can set up an opt-in form. This form typically asks for the person's first name and email address. After they fill in this information, it is sent to your autoresponder, and the visitor is taken to a page that you designate in the coding of the form. These forms are created through the Autoresponder Services control panel, and pasted into your HTML document. There are numerous ways to bring visitors to your website and to get them to fill out the form. Entire courses have been constructed to teach this concept, and you would do well to read such a course. The scope of this report does not cover list building. Aside from an autoresponder and a website with an opt-in form, there are a couple of other tools that you need. Most of the better autoresponders have spam checkers. If yours does not, you will need to locate one. You can use the free spam checker at. Your autoresponder should have a spell checker. If it does not, use a word processor on your computer that does include a spell checker. It is vital that you not send out an email that has misspelled words and poor grammar. This has a direct impact on people's perception of you. You need a way to format your email message. Many autoresponders will either tell you how many characters you have typed into a line, or have a red vertical line that each line of your email message should not cross. This is very important, because ideally, you don't want any line of your email to extend beyond 45 to 50 characters. When the lines are too long, the email message breaks up in many email clients when it is read. This may cause it to look like this. This is an email message that was not formatted properly. The person who wrote this did not pay any attention to how many characters were in each line. Single quote. A properly formatted email would look something like this. This is a properly formatted email message. The person who wrote this email either counted characters to ensure that they would not cross the line and cause the message to break up, or they used a tool to keep count of the number of characters used in each line. They also used a hard return at the end of each line. Obviously, you do not want your email messages to break up like that during transmission. You want a nice, neat, well-blocked email message. If your autoresponder does not enable you to keep track of the length of your lines, you may want to get software to do this. The best software on the market for this is Zini Pro. Other than these tools, you just need something to say to your prospects. Before we begin on the actual construction of the email, you should note that emails that look like nothing more than a classified ad will not work. Just as there is more to the tools than an email client, there is more to writing a successful sales letter than just writing a simple, small advertisement. Some of these tools will cost money. A good autoresponder will cost about $20 per month. Obviously, you will have to pay hosting fees for your website, and if you purchase software, such as Zini Pro, you will have to pay for that as well. These are business expenses, and they are tax deductible. Don't try to take any cheap cuts. A cheap cut is kind of like a shortcut. Do you know how some shortcuts tend to end up being longer than the long way? Well, cheap cuts often cost you more than you thought they would also. Go ahead and pay the money to get the right tools for the job, the first time around. One thing to remember here is that it is your reputation on the line, and if you are using cheap cuts,